Having an iPad Pro is amazing. It really helps everyday workflow when I am creating videos, writing content, trying to draw up plans, a lot of things. However, one thing that definitely lacks on the iPad Pro is the fact that it has a really shiny screen on it, and it's not the best for note-taking and writing and drawing because you don't have any sort of resistance on the screen because it is shiny. So a few months ago, I sent a letter off to Paperlike. Now, if you guys don't know what Paperlike is, it is a Paperlike textured screen protector for your iPad. Now, I'm very curious to see how this screen protector goes on today, and I'm going to test it out for a few weeks and let you know the pros and cons of it. Stay tuned. Regardless of what type of iPad you have, whether it's an iPad Pro, such as what I have, an iPad mini, or a regular iPad, they all have one thing very much in common, and that is the screen on the device, and is a piece of glass that actually covers the screen. Most types of glass are very shiny and reflective, and that can really be a deterrent to some people in some environments, viewing angles for one, and also being able to get a super nice writing experience with the Apple Pencil or Apple Pencil 2 on your device. That's where Paperlike comes in. I've been doing some research over the past few months and have kind of come to realize that I'd like to be able to put a screen protector on my iPad Pro, but not get one of those ones out there that is super reflective, kind of like what the glass already is on here. Then I ran into Paperlike. Now, you probably have seen these all over YouTube and all over a bunch of different videos out there. These are pretty popular right now. However, what I wanted to do is a little bit different than other reviewers on YouTube. I'm not going to just put the Paperlike screen protector on my device. I'm actually going to give it a few weeks and kind of come back and circle back around this and give my impressions, give the pros and cons of the Paperlike screen protector after using it for a few weeks. And again, this is the version 2, which does have clearer nanodots and nanotexturing on it, so it will give a much clearer, more crisp picture. That's one downside that the Paperlike 1 screen protector and other matte screen protectors out there on the market have, is when you put it on your device, sometimes you get some color distortion, the contrast isn't as good, stuff like that. So I'm very interested to see, does this really make a difference on my iPad Pro? Does it really affect any sort of image quality? Am I really going to like it, or am I really not going to like it? So that's kind of the overall objective over the next couple of weeks for me to use this on my iPad and then come back and give my impressions of what I think of the Paperlike screen protector. Again, thank you to my friends over at Paperlike for sending this over to me. So with that, I'm going to get to cleaning my iPad Pro, and then I'm going to put the Paperlike screen protector on it and then use it for a few weeks and give you my overall impressions, and is it really worth going out and spending the money on one of these? Alright, so it's been a few weeks later now, and I've had an avid amount of time to be able to kind of consume and be able to really get a good handle on what I think of the Paperlike 2 screen protector. I'm going to first start off with some cons and then move on to the list of pros. The first con I have to say about the Paperlike 2 screen protector is it definitely isn't for everybody. It does give your iPad a slight distortion or fuzziness on text to a certain degree. If you've been using a glass screen protector or no screen protector at all on your iPad, you'll definitely notice a difference in the overall clarity or overall apparent clarity on your device. And after giving that a few weeks of time, I actually have to say it didn't really bother me as much as it originally did. The other con I would have to say about the Paperlike 2 screen protector is, thank goodness they give you 2 Paperlike 2 screen protectors in the package when you order it, because I messed up the first one and I had to throw it away. So the installation process can be very frustrating at times when you're trying to put on a screen protector and align it. Paperlike does do a good job in my mind though. However, with the screen protectors in providing good demonstration videos on how to put it on, and also a fairly good system of putting the screen protector on itself. However, it's a screen protector still, and at the end of the day, it's cumbersome and it's sometimes difficult to put on. Now we've talked about the cons, let's move on to the pros of the Paperlike 2 screen protector that I've noticed. First off, I dramatically noticed a difference right away when I put it on in the fact that it helped reduce the overall glare, and it made it actually easier on my eyes to see stuff on my iPad screen. That's one thing I really like, especially working in high light situations or high sunlight situations, is the screen protector does do a good job at kind of masking out some of that glare off the glass surface on your iPad. Another great thing about the Paperlike 2 screen protector that I noticed is that it does provide more friction when you're writing with your Apple Pencil. This is really nice because it makes that experience with writing with a digital pen, or pencil in this case, seem much more immersive, and it makes it feel more genuine. Another pro about the Paperlike 2 screen protector is the fact that Paperlike again does send you 2 screen protectors in case you mess up on one, or if one of them gets damaged when you're using it. You have a second one always there and always ready to go in case you need it for any reason. In my case, I messed up on the installation on the first one, so I went and used the second one, and I had no issues after the first installation attempt. And finally, the last thing I want to mention as a pro to the Paperlike 2 screen protector is the fact that it really does a good job at masking smudges and fingerprints on your screen. With a regular iPad with no screen protector on it, or even one of those nice glass screen protectors, you see a lot of fingerprints on there. One thing I've noticed with my Paperlike 2 screen protector is, yeah, when the screen is off, you can still see some fingerprints on it. However, when the screen is on, even when you're moving the screen, you never notice the fingerprints on it, which makes it super nice. Now, if you still haven't made your mind up as to, do I really want to buy a Paperlike screen protector or go with another branded screen protector such as a glass shield one or a different type of matte finish one, let's go through and talk about who Paperlike 2 is for and who it's not designed for. So the first thing you want to look at is, am I a person who wants to use my iPad as more of a tablet and touch experience, or am I a user who wants to use it more like a traditional laptop where I'm just typing or using my mouse pointer to browse my iPad content? That's the first thing I would definitely recommend that you kind of get through your mind, and it's like, which type of user am I? If you answered the first one, then I highly would recommend going and buying a Paperlike 2 screen protector. Now, if you're an avid Apple Pencil user like myself, it's something that you definitely want to consider when purchasing a Paperlike 2 screen protector. If you use an Apple Pencil all the time, it's definitely a good investment. However, if you don't use an Apple Pencil or don't have an Apple Pencil, it's something you might consider. You might consider, I could kind of take it or leave it. So I want to talk about some of the specific use cases. Who is Paperlike 2 made for, and who is it really not geared towards? First off, I want to say, if you're an avid artist using apps such as Affinity Designer, Procreate, Vectormator, etc., it's definitely a good investment. Another person that the Paperlike 2 screen protector is really geared towards is people that are avid photographers such as myself. If you're using apps such as Affinity Photo, doing shading and color corrections in your photography, it definitely helps to be able to have an anti-glare screen, and it also helps with the Apple Pencil and Apple Pencil's performance. And finally, the third demographic of who would I suggest to go out and buy a Paperlike 2 screen protector is if you are a student in high school or college, or somebody that just takes a lot of handwritten notes. It definitely makes that writing experience much more immersive. It makes it feel more genuine. It really makes it feel like you're writing on a piece of paper. Now, if you don't fit into any of those buckets, if you fit more into the, I'm an avid iPad gamer, I'm a person who does video editing, or if I'm a person just wanting to do general web browsing or email, then the Paperlike 2 screen protector may or may not be for you. The reasons for that is because the anti-reflective screen does, again, kind of distort your image quality slightly, and that might bother some avid gamers, and it also might bother people if they're very attentive to, say, reading text or doing heavy video editing on the iPad. However, I play Call of Duty Mobile and other games on my iPad, and I've played those games with the Paperlike 2 screen protector, and I really haven't noticed any sort of real issues when gaming with the Paperlike 2 screen protector on. I've actually kind of grown accustomed to using the Paperlike 2 screen protector when I'm playing games. It actually kind of helps with that glare. And again, it also kind of helps, I think, in a way, make the picture feel a little bit more true instead of so like richly enhanced like without the screen protector on the iPad. So now the question comes down, do I really like the Paperlike 2 screen protector? In one word, my answer is yes. And here's why. Even though the installation was at times challenging and I had to actually, again, put the second screen protector on and throw the first one out, and some of the distortion and the initial kind of distortion that I could kind of tell, not being able to see that ultra crisp text initially, those are some very mild cons. The pros definitely, in my mind, outweigh the cons for my use case. However, that might not be for everyone, as I mentioned a little bit earlier on in the video. And guys, that is the Paperlike 2 screen protector. I hope you really enjoyed the video today. If you want to buy your own Paperlike 2 screen protector, I have a link down below in the video description where you can go buy your very own Paperlike 2 screen protector. Again, let me know what you think down in the comments down below. What did you think of the review and what do you think of the Paperlike 2 screen protector? I'd love to hear from you. And if you like the video, guys, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm and commenting down below. If you haven't subscribed and are wanting to subscribe, hit the subscribe button up above and definitely click the bell for notifications so you'll know when I post my next videos coming soon here on the channel. And as another reminder, make sure to go follow me on social media. I'm at LoveTech4You on both Facebook and Twitter. And if you want some really cool behind the scenes exclusive peeks at some of the latest projects I'm working on, definitely consider becoming a patron over on Patreon. Visit patreon.com/lovetech today and get some really cool exclusive bonus material on my Patreon page. And again, thanks so much for watching the video today, guys, and I'll see you next time in another LoveTech video.